Let's try this again. Hi, everybody. It's your cousin Rogan checking in again because something about the movie watching project reminded me of something I wanted to make a video about. 'Cause it baffles me a little bit, and I don't know what to think of it. So I've been watching a bunch of movies released in 1980 uh, as sort of a not quite arbitrary starting place for a project revolving around watching movies in the order they were released, the original calendar dates of release. Um, I backed up and sort of was glancing over long lists of movies arranged calendar chronologically by IMDb automatically, and realized the first year that I have memories of seeing movies in a theater, specifically when they came out, is 1975. Couple. The main one I remember pretty clearly is seeing one of the two Apple Dumpling Gang movies, live action Disney movies, and Jaws was the other movie playing at the theater. My dad took me to see Apple Dumpling Gang, and I really wanted to see Jaws. Uh, I turned 4 that year. I think I was either 3 years old or 4 years old when that happened. So I thought, like, wow, there's whole years of my adult life I don't remember many specific details of, but I remember that. That seems like pretty crazy. And then I remembered this weird business. So I think I've mentioned it that when I was packing and repacking personal stuff, it seemed like there'd been some changes. Things I remembered clearly weren't what they used to be. Uh, and I've talked about the Dragon Con stuff elsewhere. If somebody wants me to recap it in one of these videos, I can. But this is the one that really is almost literally haunting me. So I've always had two different photos of myself from childhood, taken at a photography studio with one of those like pulled down backdrops, the way they did them in the '70s. I'm dressed up for the photos. I vaguely remember these pictures being taken. My mother or somebody paying to have studio photography done that wasn't school photography. I had 2 different pictures from 2 different years of me. Both of them I'm wearing sort of plaid flannel shirt, kind of got popular in the wake of Kurt Cobain wearing one all the time in the early '90s, and in one of them I'm missing out front tooth. The other one I look oddly cheerful for me, and well, not so long ago, relatively, I found out there's a reason for that. Because one of those 2 photographs is not a photograph of me. Red and I were looking through some old photos. I don't know where this picture came from. I was looking at it for the first time, yeah, like a year ago, maybe 2. I think a year ago. I think we found this photo when Red was packing and repacking some stuff to take away after the near miss hurricane business last year in Tampa. In any case, it's a photo of both kids that I thought were me together, sort of romping around on a bed. They're clearly twins, fraternal twins, and one of them is definitely me. And we're like having a pillow fight, and we're dressed in matching like Wrangler brand flannels and corduroy pants. It's the kind of bullshit costuming parents like to impose on twins. I don't have a twin. I mean, I did, apparently, but I sure have no memory of having a twin. I've never heard of there being a fraternal twin brother in my life. And these pictures, one of them, I'm the one that's me. Now, I know which one isn't me now. Kid looks a hell of a lot like me, but it's not me. the one that is me, I'm missing missing a tooth in the front, so that narrows it down, right? That means I'm 6, 7, maybe 8 years old. I don't know. I don't know when you lose your teeth. I don't remember exactly, but shit, I ought to be able to remember it. Had I a fraternal twin that old, I ought to have a lot of memories of it, of the twin. None. I've got none. I had no idea there was a twin brother in my life, ever. Um, but Red and I had the picture in our hands. Uh, Solid, hard evidence that such a person did exist. I don't know why I don't have memories of this person. I don't know what happened to him or why he never comes up, never was mentioned in conversation ever by either of my parents. They're both deceased now, and all my photographs are lost, left behind in Tampa. Not that I need the photo to look at again. Like now I know I had a fraternal twin, and something happened, and he ceased to exist. And this, like I said, is haunting me. It's almost literally haunting me. I have to assume the kid died. I can't imagine that. But then there, you would think I would remember that, right? Like trauma sometimes wipes out memories, but being forcefully reminded of the traumatizing circumstance will jog the memories loose often. Nope, I don't remember them at all. I am baffled. If anybody, yeah. Should I do a record search, maybe? When I got money again at some point, hire a private detective agency to track it down, figure out who that other kid was, what happened to him. I don't know. It's fucking weird is what it is. Yeah, really fucking weird. Anyway, that's all I have to say. I remember seeing Apple Dumpling Gang rides again. I remember seeing re-releases in theaters of Fantasia, Fiddler on the Roof. I have a fragmentary, even earlier memory of seeing Phantom of the Opera with Lon Chaney projected on a sheet on a wall in a church basement at a Halloween party. I couldn't have been more than 3 years old. But this kid, this identical twin, I have no memory of it all.